Hello Libra! Welcome to Spirit in You and welcome to your January 2019 reading. So I've got I've got 8 cards out for you. I've got a Spirit Animal Guide card and I've got an Angel card. So we'll get straight into your reading for you. I hope you're well. And we start off with the Tower. Don't be alarmed. The Tower doesn't have to be bad. The Tower just means something is happening. There's a change coming in, and the change that's coming in is going to be absolutely fine, because when I got this card and I'm thinking of you now, I've got this sense of something kind of coming in and giving you a clarity, something lighting up, something making sense to you. Sometimes things have got to get down to a level before we can build ourselves back up. There's that possibility to it, and if that's happened, that's okay, because you will recover. If it's not that, then it's something coming in this month for you. It could be a change that's coming in, and it doesn't have to be a bad change, because the Tower often just shakes something up and moves things around and makes us notice, just makes us notice. So that's what this could be. And we've got 2 here. So there's something about number 2 here. 2 people, 2 situations, 2 happenings, 2 moments in time, something at work, working with somebody that, something's changed at work. So the dynamics have changed, and that's what this feels like with this card here. This card, I think, is just telling us that things are going to be changing for the month. So we're going to go on to the next one and see what it says, aren't we? Let's have a look for you now, Libra. So you've got the Hermit. Can you see that? So this would say to me and would say to you now that going into the month of January, that you may be doing a little bit of inner work. It may be that these changes that are coming in are going to require a little bit of meditation, a little bit of thought, a little bit of going inside and working on you, a bit of time for you as well. There's nothing wrong in having a little bit of time for you. You've been working very hard, and it's okay, there's been a bit of a Christmas break, but then we're back to it again in January, aren't we? So I think that the Hermit asks you to slow it down a little bit. Let's have a look at what we need to look at. Let's get that lantern and have a look at which way we're supposed to be going. Where's our path taking us? Where are these things that are happening leading us to? What do they mean? What does it mean to have to do that work, that inner work? And we need to think about this and spend a little bit of time being creative with our thoughts, being creative with how we're going to be handling situations moving forward, going into the month of January. How does that manifest? How does that come out for us? So a little bit of inner work, bit of meditation. Do you know what I think as well? That I think it would be very nice, because it's January and new beginnings, and people do have lots of, well, I might just make some changes. There is everything good about doing meditation, just anyway, whether not because sometimes we need to. Actually, we should just do it anyway. It's so relaxing. It just centers you. If you can calm the mind down and sort of slow the body down and take that time to just relax, it's beautiful. It's invigorating. It actually sets you up beautifully to start the day, because it puts everything in perspective. So I think I like this card for us. I'm meditating. I always meditate now, and I like my day with meditation. I wouldn't be without it. I highly recommend it. Great. And then second week, what have we got? Father of Cups. Okay, so that would be the King of Cups. This is nice. This is nice. Got a sort of November feel to it. Got a Scorpio feel to it. Could we have a Scorpio male on the scene here somewhere? But this is very much somebody that, it's an energy of somebody who's a little bit on the shy side, actually. Can be a little bit introverted at times. So I don't know if it's a little bit of your energy coming out here. But there's a strong emotional side to this. And there's a sense of, at this particular juncture in life, we should be starting to kind of understand ourselves now. We should be in a position where we've reached a certain level of maturity, a certain emotional level of maturity, hopefully. Sometimes it takes a while, doesn't it? And we might start to feel a little bit better about ourselves and which way we see our life going, which way we see ourselves swimming, which direction we're going in. It could very well be that. Could be very much on a personal, sort of a personal level for you, how you are, how is your heart, how is your love life. In which case, we've got this meditation feeling coming in, this doing this inner work, this spending time with ourselves and finding out what it is to what it feels like to be us, and what does that mean, and where do we see ourselves going. This could be a Scorpio person coming in, male or female actually, and it could be that this person, as I said, has a little tendency to be shy. They can be a little bit, but they're very knowing. They've got a level of maturity in what they do in business, for instance. So there's a lot to this person if it's somebody that's going to be coming into your world and into your life and into your month. There is something else that's lovely that's coming into your world, into your life and into your month. And look what you've got, the end of the second week. So you've got the Ace of Swords. Oh, that's lovely. So this is beautiful for you. So this is inspiration for you to keep going. Keep thinking what you're thinking, keep doing what you're doing, keep analysing it, keep working it out, keep doing that meditation that we talked about, that kind of inner work, that level of understanding of who you are as a person, and everything is going to be just fine because you've got the Ace of Swords. So you've got this lovely energy here, the sign of affinity, energy, the universe working with you. This is your mind working things out. This is you getting what's going on. And it's also, there's some kind of gift coming, and there's some kind of good news coming, something that's going to arrive that's going to make you feel very, very good, something that you've been waiting for. And even if you haven't been waiting for, it'll be something that's lovely. Could tie in, you know, because it's the beginning and then the end. Could tie in that what's all of this going on, and then this is the news, this is the news, this is why this is coming. So tudung, going over. Could well be that. And again, we've got this 2 coming through. So I think so. I think so. So I think 2's relevant. 2 things happening, something at work, something on your mind, relationship, something happening, but it's good. It's good. And it feels right. And it is right because it's divinely inspired. It's an ace. So it's cutting to the chase, and it's getting to where you need to get to, and it's sorting out how you're feeling about the situation, about work, and also about your love life as well, because I'm drawn back to this one here, you know, this heart aspect. So I know that I'm now coming towards you. Let's have a look at what the 3rd week comes in at. What you've got. So you've got the Death card, transformation, tie in perfectly with what's going on here. So let's get this Tower card out now. So the Tower card looks over at the Death card. The Death card looks down at the Tower card. So there they are, look. This is the change, this is the transformation. So that's what it is. So you've got a big transformation coming. Could be a Scorpio, because I get Scorpio here as well. Scorpio male, Scorpio female, Scorpio influence coming in. There's a possibility as well that it's your own propensity because you're very close to that sign. So it could be your own Scorpio tendencies. We've all got a bit of Scorpio in us, and that sort of intensity and what makes Scorpio tick. So you're bound to have an element. So if it isn't a Scorpio male or female that's coming through, then it's you with that tendency, that intensity, which is really good because either way it's positive. This is transformation. This is stripping it down, a bit like the Tower would do. You know, when I said to you about the Tower has a tendency sometimes to strip it all down before we can come back up again. Look, strip. So they're working in conjunction. So this is good. This is really good. So this is transformation. So now we know where we're going with it. Now we know that we're heading for something big happening, and it's all about us changing. How about 2019 being everything changes? We could change our wardrobe, change the way we look. Maybe we could change house if you know, if we've got enough money to do so. We could change job if we feel we can. There's something going to happen that's shaking things down, shaking things up, and it is good. This is good. This is the ability to rise like a phoenix from the ashes, as this card would always denote and project. This is you understanding you and moving into another sphere, almost another dimension. It's so transformational, beautiful. And I've just looked down and we've got something else that would just tie in so lovely with that. Now look what you've got here now, the Hierophant. You know, we've got the spirit animal card. I've got to come over to the spirit guide one. Look, you had the crow. Look at that. We've got some real synchronicities going on here, you know, Libra. Really have. Look at those birds so strongly tied into something changing, a message. Something's coming, something's coming. This, when I get this card, and I get this for you now, this is you. This is a teacher. This is like, you know, if you've needed some help and you've kind of asked above and you've said, oh, you know, I need things to change. When's it going to get better? When am I going to feel better? When's something going to change? And you're asking for some sort of some spiritual help, some inspiration. This is when this comes in. This is the teacher. For you now, for this reading, for this moment, this is the key that opens up the door, that changes things. The transformation that's on its way with Scorpio here and with the Tower. So we've got some stuff going on here, Libra. We really have. I'm very excited about this. I'm feeling quite energized. And look at this again. We're getting lots of this. This lightning is striking a lot, isn't it? So we've got lightning striking on the Tower. We've got the lightning going on with your Ace of Swords. And now we've got it with your Crow. So we know something's happening here, and it's good because it's coming straight to you. It's coming straight through you and out of you and out into this world. This is what's happening. This is a teacher. So if you could be in teaching, you could be teaching people to do something in your work. You could be teaching people, teaching children in an environment, that teaching adults to do something. There's a form of teaching, and there's also a form of spiritual teaching. This is not conventional. This is unconventional, which is really good. This is spiritual, which is very healing for you, because I want to come over to the Hermit, and I want to bring in that healing, that meditation, that healing, that inner work. You know, this spiritual healing, this spiritual teaching that's coming in with the meditation is very healing for you. I really like this. So we're going to have to just move over, because that's what they're telling me to do. I'm coming over to the Crow, okay, which is the spirit animal guide for a moment. Let's have a look at that for a second. Now that, look at it. That is, excuse me, I've got something in my eye. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Just look at that. And I love this. Look at this energy. Look at this energy here. Look at this sphere. I'm into them in a big way. There's the world. There's the world just at your fingertips. There's all sorts of possibilities. There's lots of energy with that. And also, I also feel like you might be going out and playing some sort of sport, because there's a ball feelings that's sort of pulling me to the great outdoors and the sport. But this is another form of teaching. Crows are so intelligent. I mean, they are wonderful creatures. They understand so much. I mean, they're clever. They're really, really clever. And there's that form of teaching. They can teach us so much. I get a great sense of communication with this card as well. So we'll go back, but I just had to bring it in then. And then I've got here, what's the next one here? I've got the Eight of Swords. You know, again, let's just get this in shot for you. Eight of Swords. 8 is strength. Straight away, and that's exactly where we're going with this reading. We're not dilly-dallying around here. There's a real strength here. There's courage coming in. There's courage being sent to you, which is going to come into you and then come out of you, which is why we're getting all this kind of lightning striking, this tower feeling, this transformation, this all this stuff that's going on. Now this here is, you see this here? This is transformation. It's like the butterfly, the transformation, the stages that the butterfly goes through, and then eventually out it comes and it flies. And that's what you're doing here. That's just what you're doing. So there's nothing keeping you there. Look, you could just cut that and you'd be gone and you'd be flying. Okay, so I'm taking from it what I'm being given, and that is strength of character and transformation. Butterfly, phoenix rising from the ashes, the tower changing things, this spiritual teacher coming in, this spiritual feeling. So something big's happening. That's what it is, and that's what I'm going to call this video. Something big's happening, and you're creating it. It's your propensity, it's your determination, it's what you need, it's what you've asked the universe for, and it's what the universe wants to give you. Beautiful. And then look at this, how you end. Look at that, the end of the month. Look, strength. If that just doesn't sum it all up. Well, I'm just loving every minute of it. And also the angel card is just so perfect as well. That this happens with cards. This happens with readings. You get synchronicities, you get things just gelling and aligning. And then they jump out at you and you think, goodness, look at that. Look what it's so obvious what it's trying to say. Strength. Okay, so the affinity sign again, okay, which we have rather with our ace here, don't we? Look. So beautiful, so beautiful. There's such a there's an inner strength, a gentleness as you are, Libra. There's a real kindness to you. I love that strength of character. I love the fact that you're good with people, you're kind with the people that you care about, you're very understanding, very spiritual. You're very in tune. You could do cards yourself, you could do something. There's some sort of divinity. I'm sorry about my eye itching. There's some sort of divinity that I'm feeling that quite a few get, quite a few like as well. So you'll resonate with this reading because it's part of who you are. But you're very charismatic, you're very good with people, you're very closely connected to Scorpio as well. Some of you have got a lot of Scorpio in your chart, because I'm getting told that. I'm getting this real strength here. That's huge transformation. Thank you for being so lovely and so kind and so good with the people that you spend time with. Good with people, good with animals, just good generally. I'm sorry, I was kind of gazing at the card then, just feeling really into the beauty of the card rather than looking at the camera then, so forgive me for that. But it is just so lovely, isn't it? So there's your strength of character. There's the strength that you need to get through this month, that you're going to have anyway because you've got so much help. There's a lot of divine stuff going on here. So things are moving in a very nice way for you. I think you've got a big transformation coming, and it's going to come through in quite a way, to be honest. You're going to feel like but it's time and you're ready. There's nothing about these cards here that say that you aren't ready. You are ready. January seems the perfect time to make a change anyway. It just so happens that divinely that's what's coming your way. So you'll have the strength to do it, and you'll have the protection to do it, and you can do the inner work. Yes, meditate. Now we've gone through this reading, yes, meditate, because that's going to be good for you. You'll get your messages through, and you'll center yourself when you meditate. So do that. And I just got to come to your angel card. Look, be brave, be brave. And that tie in as well with this strength. It's lovely, isn't it? Can you see there? You see, when I'm looking at this card now, as I'm kind of looking over there at it, I like the sense of conversation here, the sense of clarity that I've got, the ability to talk to people, the ability to be able to chat away to my friends and to my family and to the people that I care about with this card. This is particularly important, and there's a gentleness there. The gentleness, I mean, she's just wrapped around this creature and she's not worried in the slightest. I also sense that you would need to be kind to yourself as well. So it's a lovely, lovely, lovely thing to be kind to other people and to be gentle with them. But you've got to be kind and gentle to yourself as well, and allow yourself some love, some care, some attention, and a bit of pampering. It might be that you haven't had much of that recently. So I've got this month feeling, it's so transformational. Whatever it is, with the way that it comes in, you'll know, and you'll know what to do with it. Just take it on board and go with it, and don't be afraid of what's coming your way, because it wouldn't be coming your way if you weren't ready for it. You've got the skills to make those changes and to be the person that you imagine that you are and that you should be. I think you should. Let's just go to the crow for a minute before we finish up on your reading here. And because this is your animal spirit guide card, and I'm just looking down for your crow. There you are. Beautiful. So you can see the similarity. You can see why we've got these two cards. You can see see that they're talking to each other. There's a communication going on. There's a teaching going on. There's a form of art. There's an expression going on here. There's something innate and ornate about this charismatic way of doing things, this way that you're going to produce something. You're particularly good in your line of work. There's an artistic side to you. A lot of you can draw. There's an artistic side to you, but it's and there's a communicative aspect to you as well. Very, very nice sort of gentleness to you. These these two birds, they talk, they're communicating, and it's all about you. So there's messages from both of them, and there's a teaching element to that, there's a conversation element, there's an expression element, and there's you in a very, very big transformation, because the messages that are coming through are about you delivering yourself to the world, you presenting yourself in a very different way than to the way that you have been, because things are going to be shook up a little bit, but not in a bad way. And if you have any wobble at all, which you shouldn't do, then just do the inner work, just do that meditation, which is just good for mind, body and soul anyway. So looking lovely for January, I think. It is a big thing. It is a big thing because it sort of started off and then it's opened up into being very transformative for you. So I know January will be exciting. So you've got some good news coming in. You've got something that you've been waiting for. Something positive is happening, and it takes the form of a big transformation. So it changes, and it changes for the better. So for some of you, this is going to be absolutely wonderful. So take from it what you will. Obviously not every bit will resonate rather with all of you, because that's not possible, but it is a good reading and it is a good feeling for you, Libra. Anyway, I'm going to see you in February now, so I want you to have a wonderful month. I want you to go for it and open yourself up to the possibilities that are just waiting for you, you know. Just ask and it will come your way. Certainly looks like it is, doesn't it? So thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, would you like it and would you subscribe? Because I am trying quite hard to get my subscribers up, and you will see that there aren't very many. And I'm told YouTube is like a marathon. So yeah, there's some time. I'm here for the long haul. But if you would subscribe, it would be great. Anyway, I'll see you in February. Until then, have a fantastic time. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.